The US discourages India to rely on Russia for its defense needs, the Pentagon has said. We have been very clear with India as well as other nations that we don't want to see them rely on Russia for defense needs. We have been nothing but honest about that and discouraging that. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby told reporters at a news conference in Washington on Friday. At the same time, we also value the defense partnership that we have with India. And as was evidenced a week ago, we are looking at ways to improve that going forward. That's going to continue because it matters and it's important, he said. The Shiv Sena in its mouthpiece Samna took a potshot at Bharatiya Janata Party, claiming that while the party glorifies Nathuram Godse, but the foreign dignitaries on India tour are taken to Sabarmati Ashram, while also asserting that Mahatma Gandhi remains the identity of India on a global stage. In its editorial, Samna argued, "It's a wonder that they support the ideology of Nathuram Godse, but when foreign guests arrive, they are taken to Gandhi's Sabarmati Ashram to weave yarn." The editorial also hits out at BJP-led government at the centre, claiming that even though the Statue of Unity is there in Gujarat, foreign dignitaries are still taken to Sabarmati Ashram. Shiv Sena workers gathered in large numbers outside the apartment of Amravati MP Navneet Rana and her husband MLA Ravi Rana in Mumbai this morning and shouted slogans after the couple announced that they would recite the Hanuman Chalisa outside Matushri, the residence of Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. The Shiv Sena workers broke through the barricades and tried to enter the premises of the couple's residence in suburban car. However, the police brought the situation under control and stopped the Shiv Sena workers from going further. Both Navneet Rana and Ravi Rana are independent legislators from the Vidarbha region in Maharashtra. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his British counterpart Boris Johnson on Friday expressed zero tolerance for terrorism in all its form and reiterated their condemnation of Mumbai and Pathankot terror attacks. In their wide-ranging talks, Modi and Johnson agreed to constitute a subgroup on countering extremism in order to further enhance cooperation between India and the UK in ensuring that all possible actions are taken against the groups and individuals based in or operating out of either country. Both leaders expressed zero tolerance for terrorism in all its forms and for all those who encourage, support and finance terrorism or provide sanctuary to terrorists and terror groups, whatever their motivation may be, a joint statement said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked union ministers and senior bureaucrats to visit aspirational districts and border areas over the next few weeks to collect feedback on how well government policies are working on the ground, according to people aware of the matter. In separate communication sent earlier this month, Bharatiya Janata Party Chief JP Nadda wrote to BJP Chief Ministers and Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla to bureaucrats, putting in place a mechanism to collect information after interacting with people. While ministers have been asked to spend a day or two in some of India's 118 aspirational districts, bureaucrats of deputy secretary and higher rank have been asked to travel to border areas and give an on-the-ground assessment of government schemes to their respective ministers.